Hey guys, and welcome back. And I know what you're thinking. What game is he playing? Is this 1990? Is he playing some kind of game on that NES? No, this is a game that is not released yet. I've been working on it, and I thought I might show you guys what I've been up to because it's been 2 weeks now, and I want to at least let you guys know that I am working on things, and there might be some live streams in the near future that include this game where I work on it. So I was gonna do some animations. I got a little bit, but what I had done was nowhere near enough to make like a full video because it actually takes a really long time, which I didn't know that going into it. But I discovered something slightly cooler. This is a game create. I made this using a program called Game Maker Studio 2. It's very good for making 2D games, and I'm very new to game creation and stuff like that, and I'm not an expert at coding. So I figured let's try and do 2D games. There's quite a bit of coding that goes into this, and I'll show you guys how much I've actually done just to get this, what I have done so far made, because this is actually a ton of work. This is at least 40 hours of work or 50 hours of work, partially because I'm new, partially because it just takes a long time to code. So here, this is just one more room, and so I I did buy the program, which I would suggest you at least try out the trial if you're into making games. If you're like, oh, I subscribe for Minecraft. If you're into Minecraft stuff or map making in general, which is what most people subscribe to my channel for, maybe either the maps or the map making. If you're into those things, then I highly suggest that you just try working on a 2D game of your own or something like that because it's really similar to map making. Making a game is really similar to map making, except it requires a lot more knowledge of code. But other than that, it's a similar process. At least that's what I find. So that's pretty much all I have of the game so far. This door opens up as well, but there's just a blank room in here. So this actually takes a ton of coding, and there's a lot of stuff I had to learn. I already know a lot of programming languages. Um, I know C++ and Java, not a lot, but it definitely helped with making this. So I'll just show you guys just to humor you. I'll go into the player and all the code so far for the player, it's pretty long, but this is just for getting hurt and stuff. There's a few tricks I found to shorten things, and I'm still working on that, but it is a lot. There is a ton of sprites. There is so many sprites. There's at least 70 sprites right now, I think, which are just like separate images you can call upon. So here's a sprite of the key. So whenever I spawn the key, it's going to use this image. So yeah, that's just how that works. Now this program is really complicated, kind of, but it's more simple than Unity or anything like that. So it's a lot easier to learn. Um, you do have to know some coding so you can do stuff like this, but it's not that hard. It's the basics of coding. Like if you took a coding class, the stuff that I'm doing here, you would learn within the first month or so. And the room design, the way that you make rooms is pretty cool. You have this big room and you have a bunch of layers, so you can put down these tiles and you can draw the level out. Then you can draw out where the player's allowed to go, where they're not allowed to go. Pretty cool. I'm not going to go into it too in depth, but I just want to show you guys that I've been doing a lot of work. And if you want to play this now, you already saw pretty much how the whole thing goes down for this level. But if you want to contribute to this project and you want to play things as I go, kind of see how it's going, make like little comments on, oh, well, this should be this, or it should be easier by doing this. If you want to make little suggestions like that, go ahead and join the Discord. I'm posting versions of the game pretty much every single day for people to try out with like minor changes or new rooms that I'm adding and stuff like that. So if you go to the Discord in the main chat, it's called Dank Decrees. If you go there, there's usually a new version of the game every single day that you can download and check out. I also list what I changed, so you can just see what I changed, see if it's any good, what I need to add. If you want to contribute to this game, which hopefully, if you've made it this far in the video, hopefully most people do. What was important about this is if you want to contribute to the game, all you have to do is you can make an entity, you can make a character, you can make a weapon, something like that. Less about characters because it's really just going to be this guy, maybe some variation of him. But if you want to contribute to the game, all you have to do is make some kind of entity because I didn't make the slime. So I made the slime code, but I didn't make the design. So if you want to make an enemy, just create at least one image of it. If you can make a moving animation, that will be helpful too. And the max size you can make it is 32 by 32, but ideally you want something near 16. So this one's 24 by 16. That way it fits the character and everything. So try and make something in a 16 by 16 space. Maybe give it an animation. This is simple animation, but it looks pretty cool when it's moving. Like looks like a little jiggly slime. I added a few other animations. That's not as important. But yeah, so just make some kind of sprite for me to use in the game, and you can even put down what you want it to do, like how the enemy wants to act, and I'll try and keep that in mind. You can message me more on Discord if there was something that you forgot, and just mainly message me on Discord. I'll have a link in the description for you to submit things, but if you really want to get in touch with me, join the Discord. The link is in the description. And if you want to submit, like if you want me to add a level, I might be able to add a level designed maybe how you want it, but at least it'll look like what you do. So this is called a tile set. If you want me to if you want to try and design your own level for this game or help out in that way, you can make a tile set, because this is only going to last for a few rooms, and then the tile set's going to change. So a tile set, you just make a large image, put it on a grid with 16 by 16. This is a 16 by 16 grid. So each one of these squares, this is 16 by 16 pixels, 16 by 16 pixels. So you design like a set of walls and floors and different floor variations. Here we have some objects to go on top of it, like a crate and stuff like that. Over here we have the pit floor, which I made as well recently, and here's some staircases. So you need all the variations that could happen, and also try and orient it the same way I did, where it's kind of like you're looking downwards on it, but at an angle from back a little bit. But you can, if you're really awesome, you would make this. But if you don't want to, if you don't want to help with art, I mean, I'm fine on my own, but it'll take me a little bit longer to make. But if you don't want to help out, that's fine. I just suggest that you try and get into something new. If maybe you're getting bored of Minecraft, you try to do something different, like what I'm doing right here. Anyways, guys, that's pretty much all I had to say to you. This is I think it's a pretty good game so far, especially for my first one. There's a lot of complicated things that I had to figure out, and there's still a lot more I'm going to have to figure out. But other than that, it's coming along good. I'm sorry for the lack of videos. I might live stream it working on this if you guys want. I just don't know exactly what to do at the moment, since I'm so busy with things other than this as well. But anyways, guys, thanks for showing up. Thanks for watching if you made it this far. And hopefully I get quite a bit more done on this, and hopefully you guys can understand why I've been gone for so long. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.